Hi there, thank you so much for joining me for some quiet time together. In this video, we're going to continue to flip through this wonderful portrait book that we started in a couple of videos ago, comparing the portraits and the different lighting effects and style of these lovely black and white pictures. In this time together, I want you to try and close off the noise. Take this time to be kind to yourself. I know so often in life everything just seems so busy or so noisy, with responsibilities and commitments coming in from all directions, with family or work or finances or whatever it is that you're going through. So feeling guilty about taking time for yourself is not a negative. Embrace this time to look after yourself, and then we can look after others. Okay? Talk kinder, be calmer with ourselves, and with that in mind, let's just enjoy this beautiful book together. Thank you for being here. So, this video will be the third, I believe, in this series from when we started this beautiful book of the film star portraits of the 50s. Try as much as I can to keep the glare off from the pictures. And this is the one that we finished with on the last video, with Shirley MacLaine in 1959, with these superb draping and the lines. So let's continue on to the next page. Slightly different theme almost to the rest of the book. This is Eddie Fisher and Debbie Reynolds for MGM in 1955. The elegant candles either side of them setting the wedding scene, and in fact it really is quite delicate and beautiful. There's lace over her skirt with the bodice, very feminine dress with a bouquet. warm facial expression from Eddie Fisher there. And this one over here is really quite a charming spring scene. Let's just move that over there. Slightly there. We have Janet Leigh in 1954 with a little lamb on a lead, and they're setting the scene in the countryside. Not a particular lighting as such, but the flowers in the basket. I like these too. This is a great shot of Harry Belafonte, 1954, for 20th Century Fox. A nice neat setting against the wall there with the light just dripping down onto him, emphasising this white shirt and black trousers against the white wall. And albeit a black and white photo, they've kept it, or they've echoed it in what he's wearing, which I like, with a lovely, gentle, warm smile and the light just dipping down there. It's a nice picture. And again, this moody shot here with Anita Ekberg in 1956 for Paramount Pictures. Very elegant, with a beautiful, I'd say, satin dress. The hair very neatly taken up, with these jewels in her hair. Long earrings. A very simple, sultry picture, portrait this time, of Kim Novak. Just a very simple cardigan top done up with buttons, with the light gently coming down there. Quite a made up face in contrast to the casual wear there, taken for Columbia Pictures. And this dark background behind Jack Lemmon. Again in this casual attire. A shadow here from something I don't normally have. I apologise for that. Ava Gardner, 1955. Again, the drape, the chiffon over the drama with her arm in the air, and a very heavily made up eye, makeup and lips. Almost you can't see this side, just all the way down here. This was for MGM. And in this one here, there's, although it's very glamorous, there's a fragility about her with the facial expression of Yvonne De Carlo. these very elegant gloves with the jewels over the top. Now this shot here, I almost wouldn't guess this was a 50s, because this was 1955, but this could really be shot in any decade since, of Anna Magnani. Probably pronounced that incorrectly, so I do apologise. With the bracelets and the ring, quite a stern expression on her face. And of course, on the opposite page, wonderful Judy Garland. This was a Capitol Records photo of 1957. A dark background with a big white blouse of a dress that she used to wear. Let me just move this around. I'm actually going to move just a couple of things. The wonderful James Dean, who sadly passed away far too young. And this was taken in 1955 for Warner Brothers. But again, a beautiful shot with the background blurred out, so you see the crisp outline of his shirt. Just glancing off to the side. That's a nice picture. And on the opposite side here, we have, again, I might pronounce the surname incorrectly, Sal Mineo in 1956 for Warner Brothers. A suit with hanky tie, again with the shadow just coming down here. Familiar face here on this next page, with the dark lighting there, with the lighting coming up. Quite a moody expression of Elvis Presley. That I believe if he had still been alive today, he would have been 90 this week. In a suit and his tie. In my opinion, I don't think the best photo of him. I feel there's something, his sort of the charisma is missing slightly from this photo, because he had it in bucket loads. But it was taken in 1956 for 20th Century Fox. Now, although it's in the distance and we can't see Elvis quite as well, and again with the lighting, it's a shame because it's not depicting his face, but he seems happy and it's charismatic, and of course on his toes dancing. Taken in 1957. It was poster art for Loving You. this guitar. Two fantastic shots. James Dean, a very raw photo. I love the lighting, I love the contrast in the dark, and him looking that way has a real presence about him from Warner Brothers. And Bridget Bardot similarly, you can almost see the grain in the photos. This lovely hair coming around her shoulders, the beautiful expression on her face. I like those both very much. Again, two powerhouses of the cinema. On this side we have Robert Mitchum in 1957 for 20th Century Fox. Quite a cheeky casual look he's giving there. Again, dressed in casual. But I'm really liking this one of Burt Lancaster for Paramount in 1952 with the lighting. It just comes down onto his facial expression that, again, almost, albeit the 50s. This could be a different decade. And in fact, his jawline, I always knows there's something about him that reminds me of an actor from today. I can't think of his name, but I think he appeared in a drama on BBC called The Bodyguard. I can't think of his name, but to me, just in my opinion, there's a similarity. The charming Grace Kelly. Again, some of these 50 stars unfortunately had sad endings. But this was a publicity shot for To Catch a Thief. And again, just with the background hazed out. And I love this hood that's behind a drapery jacket that she's wearing. Beautifully made up. Taken in 1954, and Cary Grant casually sitting on a wooden chair, his fingers entwined, looking directly at us. Great shot. This one was taken in 1956. Simple, elegant, beautiful. Audrey Hepburn, 1956. The simplicity of her top there. The makeup epitomises Audrey Hepburn with the lips, the eyes, the eyebrows, and that neat hair. No elaborate earrings or jewels. Just light background, simple and elegant. And again, some lovely lighting with similar makeup. Slightly different style of top for Lily Palmer in 1956. But again, a beautiful two on-set portrait pictures. One of Kay Kendall in 1955 for MGM, with a very seductive off-the-shoulder dress, looking that way. On set, we also have Rock Hudson casually leaning back, and in fact the shadow goes all the way down him, so we can hardly see this side of him, but the light just lifts up his shoulders and his face. That was for Universal in 1956. Vivian Lee. This was a publicity shot for the deep blue sea. Very glamorous. I do like it when light catches satin and it creates these folds. Pearls and jewels. Quite a sad or thoughtful expression on her face, I think. What do you think? And with Ingrid Bergman in 1956, quite a stern expression. Quite a royal expression in a sense, because she's sitting on this feature chair, an elaborate chair, almost like a throne. Anastasia. I like the casualness of these two, both there. Sophia Loren in 1956 for the film The Pride and the Passion, but again with the casual, the leaning over, and the hair swept, beautifully made up. Most likely an outdoor scene, but again, it could be lifted up from the 50s and put into a magazine of today. A very sultry photo this time of Jane Mansfield for Warner Brothers, resting her head back onto this animal print with the off the shoulder and the glamorous hair and the glamorous makeup. Nice, two nice smiles. One's Glenn Ford, but don't go near the water, although it's got quite an unusual hand position on this railing. It's like he's gripping it as opposed to resting it. Maybe he was feeling internally angry. Simple background, and George Nadir, 1955. He's holding a cigarette, but I'm not sure what he's got in his other hand. But again, I like the white shirt against the background. A nice warm smile. The beautiful Elizabeth Taylor. And what a beautiful shot. Look at those eyes. And there's something that's just very mesmerising about the beauty of Elizabeth Taylor. It's lovely. Square top dress with the belt, the simplicity of the background. Taken for Columbia Pictures in 19 with again this lovely draping effect. Marilyn Monroe, for the Prince and the Showgirl in 1957. Beautifully made up. It's like an unusual outfit that she's wearing there, with just a very dark background. Which absolutely showcases her face. Now, when I first turned over the page, I thought this was going to be Joan Collins, but in fact it isn't at all, is it? It's Rita Hayworth in 1958, with the film Separate Tables, allowing us still to see some of her freckles, more natural but nicely made up, a little bit casual in style. The photo, obviously we can't see any of what she's wearing. I like it. It looks real. And then two long dresses on Ingrid Bergman and Rita Hayworth. I think I've actually just missed a page. I have to go back. Yes, you've got Rita Hayworth there, and then there she is. That's how I would recognise her more. But this very elegant dress in 1956 with the black background, the pillar, and then the pillar dress. And then Ingrid Bergman for the Indiscreet film. This dark long dress with long gloves sets the scene. The pages I missed was this wonderful one of Yul Brynner in 1957. I loved the film The King and I. A fantastic shot with the darkness here, and you just see the outline of his shirt, his cuffs, his collar there. The lovely expression, and it's all set against the white brick wall, taken in 1957 for 20th Century Fox, and almost quite a modern picture. If it wasn't probably for the pearls there, I don't know. Of Jean Seberg, 1957. I'm not entirely sure what she's leaning on. Some rails of sorts. This beauty mark. And quite unusual for this time, a short pixie haircut. Okay, and those two there. Okay. Let's start with John Wayne for Jet Pilot. Casual. Quite a familiar expression that we saw on John Wayne, I think. Casual background, casual position, casual outfit, just leaning on the back of the chair. And then this one we see the drama literally come alive with Marlene Dietrich in 1957 for the witness for the prosecution. You can really sense the mood with her arm on her hip and singing. Oh, this is quite an interesting one, this one. I'm not not sure. I think possibly these are maybe tears. Just here. Of Maria Schell in 1958. Again, very casual with her holding her head, looking away at the dark background. It just depicts sadness. Quite thought-provoking. And Marilyn Monroe. The Prince and the Showgirl. Again, this beautiful chin line. And this makeup and this look. Absolutely iconic. Again with a dark background. A very natural, fun one of Brigitte Bardot. Just laying in bed with the covers over her, smiling, hair flowing. I like shots that just are almost like they've been caught in the moment as opposed to staged. Taken in 1957. And over here we have Tina Louise in 1958. Laying on the grass. I think there's maybe a watering can or something in the background. A very, very close-up portrait picture of Sophia Loren for 20th Century Fox in 1957. Being so close up, we can literally see the grain in the picture with the makeup and the eyeshadow and the lips, which again in my opinion I'm not as keen on, but I think it is a fantastic shot. Because of her features, it's just incredibly striking, and for that I like it a lot. And on the other page, 1958, it's Elizabeth Taylor, taken for The Cat on a Hot Tin Roof for MGM, holding on to this end of the bed there by the looks of it, a very ornate bedpost. But as a contrast to the simplicity of what she's wearing against this ornate bedpost. Striking. From Elizabeth Taylor to Richard Burton. (1960). Very young there, Richard Burton, I think. I don't know, but yes. Casually in a shirt, leaning over from Warner Brothers. And Gregory Peck. Seems to be in some mid-conversation with the jacket. Ingrid Bergman, 1956. Very, I'd say quite a simple shot. Casual attire, the light just coming in, lovely soft gentle makeup, and the wonderful dancer Fred Astaire for Paramount Pictures, often seen in this dance with hands in his pocket. I think he has his tie draped casually just around his neck. That was taken for Paramount Pictures. We have a shot here for The Nun's Story with Audrey Hepburn. Again with full focus on her feeding the bird. William Holden, 19 1960. Again, another one holding a cigarette. Again, a suit. The handkerchief. As things were back then. Mitzi Gaynor, 1951, for 20th Century Fox, literally flying through the air. You can hardly see, well, you can't see at the top she's wearing because it blends completely into the background. Almost could be a 1970s shot. And Sid Charisse for The Party Girl for MGM in 1958. Wow, look at the flow of that skirt. Now that was made for twirling. Beautiful, not beautiful smile. I was only thinking about him the other day, Dirk Bogarde. And this shot's from the singer, not the song, but I absolutely loved him in the Spanish Gardener. The darkness, the leather trousers, the top and the hat against the white background there. Taken in 1960. I think it's a nice shot. I don't think, in my opinion, again, it's the best shot of him. And Lana Turner, 1960, for The Portrait in Black. And, well, I think that is a perfect title for this shot. The darkness, the black top, the black, the chair, the look. Just on the last couple now. Dorothy Malone, 1957. Okay, what a beautiful, beautiful shot that is. Looking up towards the light. The Universal Pictures. And what a wonderful, wonderful photo of Paul Newman, 1956, for Warner Brothers. I love just the laid-back casualness of the way he's sitting in the chair, his top, beautiful expression and jawline, slight smirk over the side. This shot is for 20th Century Fox of Diane Varsi, 1957, just leaning on the chair. What a simple shot again. With 1960 Tuesday Weld. I haven't heard of her name, but there's something similar to Marilyn Monroe about her. In this toweling dressing gown, just looking down. It's a lovely, gentle picture that I like. Sandra Dee, 1959. Look at that, with a pearl necklace depicting the innocence of this pretty top and beautifully set hair and the makeup. Again, nicely set against the dark contrast of the background. 1959 for Universal. And Troy Donahue, 1958 for Universal, in this checkered shirt. reminds me of somebody. Their films today, I can't think. Oh, Natalie Wood. Beautiful picture in a simple little black dress. Simple background. Again, a sad ending to her life, but what a story it was and what a career. This was taken in 1960 for Warner Brothers, but again, it's 1960, but it so could easily be any decade after. I like that, it's beautiful. And Anthony Perkins, 1958 for MGM. Looking casual in his jeans and top. It's a nice picture because we always imagine him from some of the horror films. It's Psycho. Again, I like this white wall background. I thought it was coming to the end, but they keep coming. Joanne Woodward, 1957. Again, I'm not familiar with her name. It's for 20th Century Fox against the pillar. I like the lighting. And quite a grainy shot of Ava Gardner, 1959. It's a lovely shot, look at that. Clark Gable and Marilyn Monroe, 1960 for United Artists for the Misfits. What a great shot, what a great angle. Two icons together. Perfect. So we've come to the end of it. I hope you've enjoyed this quiet time. I hope you've enjoyed going through this wonderful portrait book with me. If you've missed the other videos, you can find them on my channel if you're needing to take some quiet time for yourself, which is important. So take good care. Be kind to yourself. And I will see you